Hafa and good afternoon. We'd like to call to order this regular meeting of the Guam Educational Telecommunications Corporation, PBS Guam. Today is Monday, June 22nd. Time is 12:38 p.m. Please state your name and title as we go around the table. Donovan Brooks, Chair.
Marty Florero, Treasurer.
Clifton Netadog, member.
Judy Flores, Secretary.
Rosemary Condon, member.
Valerie Nicholas, Administrative Officer.
Lorraine Hernandez, Operations Manager.
Gary Encarnacion, GM.
Sean, can you also note your presence?
Sean Camacho, Studio Supervisor.
Thank you. Okay. You have the minutes of May 28th in front of you. If you need a minute to review it, please do so now if you've already reviewed it.
Doesn't have the minute.
Seeking a motion to approve.
Gary. We're missing one packet for the minutes.
It's not in the packet.
It's not in her packet.
That's the minutes right there.
Oh, this one's mine.
Oh, okay.
But share if we need to. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Seeking a motion.
I make a motion that the minutes of May 28, 2026 be approved.
I second. But can you speak up a little bit?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So I make a motion that we approve the minutes of May 28, 2026.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. General Manager's report.
All right, good afternoon. This is my report for today, June 22, 2026. Starting with our admin and accounting reports, the DPHSS contract closeouts we have officially submitted a formal notice of contract closeout to the Department of Public Health and Social Services. The Division of Children's Wellness successfully concluding our partnership under the Preschool Development Grant Birth 5 program. We certify that 100% of the required deliverables spanning from media production, print, and digital advertising, PBS Kids Club and membership services, and community outreach events have fully executed. The total contract amount of $2,022,220 has been completely liquidated, and $404,444 and expended $1,617,776 in strict alignment with the program's mission, leaving zero balance and no outstanding liabilities for or financial claims between both agencies.
You want to make the correction is the contract was that amount and then the liquidation was for.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and say that again.
The contract amount was the $2,022,000.
And the liquidated,
And the liquidated amount, because she said that the liquidated amount was $2 million.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
The contract amount is $2,022,220.
Yes,
22,220.
yeah.
Liquidated is 404,444.
So I'm confused as to the difference between the liquidated and the expended.
The liquidated is the amount they took back. So what we received was only the 1.617.
1.617,776 is what we receive here at PBS.
Why did we return 400,000?
That's through public health.
They
Not
didn't give
us.
it, yeah.
But why didn't we use it?
We don't know.
They just didn't.
That was
give it
in,
to us,
yeah.
They didn't give us the money,
So
That
they
was
only
prior,
give-
before they gave us the money.
yeah. So they only really gave us 1.6.
So the contract was one number.
Yeah.
What they actually gave us was a different number.
Yes,
And
1.6.
the difference was 400,000 approximately.
Yes.
Yes.
Is this one of the things that you asked us to sign emergency approval in the email?
Yes.
I was wondering, why did we have to pay that now? Why wasn't it ordered correctly?
This was the time with Tina's, grant that we had to finish by May, and then they extended us to June.
There's several extensions actually
Yeah.
until my time. I also
That's
got
what
it.
that was related to, because I was wondering, why hadn't we already
It's just,
bought the stuff? Yeah.
they just, there's a lot. It was a lot. And so just recently, we were able to procure all that's needed. Given the closeout, that's why we're closing it out.
Yeah, we needed to find out where the bottom line, how much we have left of the grant. So that's where,
Why I extended it again, so I can
Yeah.
find out and close it out.
yes.
So when I got the number,
I mean, I always approve of things you say,
Yeah, yeah,
emergency and a deadline, but I was wondering, like, why do we have to do that? Why was that necessary? But, okay, I get it now.
Okay, so I have a question too. So the total contract was $2,022,220, and that was for a year?
no, this was for,
Program.
this was a whole,
That's
This is like-
public health.
Yes, but did they have an expiration time?
Yes,
Okay, so when did it expire?
It was supposed to expire, I think, believe,
April.
before me, like last year,
remember, it was in April?
April. But they-
No.
And what was the duration of
December?
the contract? Was it 1 year or 2 years?
It was given to us in February, March is when it was delivered, the money was given to
Of
us.
2000,
25.
okay?
So
So it was for 1 year then?
It was until December, but the thing about it is they asked for extension, so until April. But because they had to find out what exactly, there was some money still remaining, so that's where,
Okay, so my question is, the person in charge of this was Flores, Christine Flores?
Development Associate.
yeah.
So is there any reason why the whole amount that was awarded, of the contract, why wasn't it carried through?
I can clarify some of that.
Please.
That's Sean.
1.6 million.
Say your name, Sean.
Yes?
Sean Camacho speaking. The 1.6 million was the first payment, so it was scheduled in 2 payments, 1.6 million and 400,000. The first payment was given on start of the contract. That's what Lorraine was saying in March of 2025.
No,
Or sorry, what was it? Sorry.
no, we received the 1.6,
Well, yeah, sorry.
the whole amount.
The whole, yeah, but the 400,000 that's remaining was liquidated was just that at some point the Department of Public Health decided they were reallocating the funds to something else. So it wasn't, so they just chose not to do the second payment as part of this contract.
Is there any reason why they did that? Because if there was a contract and it was signed by both parties, that would be very arbitrarily for them to withdraw the part of that payment and say, oh, we don't need you anymore, when there is a contract.
This was prior.
Yeah, this is prior to my time. I'm trying to,
with Ina.
I was given the task to close it out. So for what we had, so what I did was we aligned again with them to find out what we owe. That way we can ask them to procure it and we can close it before the deadline, which was, I believe, just the 15th of June, which is just recently, 15th of June, when
That's why
I,
you sent that emergency
yeah,
request.
so I wanted to clear it so we can move
Okay,
forward.
so what I would like to find out is, maybe for next time, is if there was a contract and it was signed by both parties, then that contract is enforceable. If they decided that they do not want to give the money remaining, there must be a reason. Is it because the contract had a date and we didn't perform what they wanted us to perform before the expiration date? Then maybe that would be a reason for them to say, okay, you didn't perform, so the contract is not valid. I mean, they have a reason, but
I think they liquidated to use it for other, I know it went to UOG. They did some kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, Sean, they had training at UOG,
Yes, they did.
and so the public health is the one that used that money.
Yeah, but if they had a contract with us, those
Yeah, so I
monies to
can't-
pay
yeah,
UOG,
can't say.
UOG should have been through us.
Yeah, as far as the decision being made, it
It's
would most
between
likely
public
have been
health.
between Christine and Ina. We're not quite privy to the specifics of that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we should get to know exactly what happened and why, because
Yeah.
I don't really
It's
think
good.
that when there is a contract and it's been signed by both parties, and then all of a sudden they decided that they are not going to perform the contract as stated, and there must be a reason. If you come and you tell me, oh, there was a deadline, so you did not perform, so that's it. Maybe that would be an explanation, but still, I would like to know why.
Okay. I'll look into it.
And that's why I don't really think that a person that works for the station, whoever that person is, should have the decision-making of this, kind of say, okay, so this contract is not valid anymore, or we are not going to perform the rest of the contract without the approval of the board. Am I wrong?
No?
So I don't like to hear that. And I would like in the future for us to be aware, and if there is a decision to be made as to why we are not going to continue performing this contract, this is being approved and signed, the board has to be aware, and it has to say approve it or disapprove it. Anyways,
I will have
I agree with Mary
the,
Fleur.
I'll review the
Board is
MOA.
supposed to be,
One at a time, one at a time. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, the board is, that's our responsibility, is to check things, financial things and contracts. So I think it's valid, because as I say, you said you had an emergency when we signed this, and I did, in good faith, because I trust you. But I could see she has a good point.
Yeah, so I will review the MOA. Again, this is way before my time. My task was really to just close this out so we can move forward, because I do believe that they're trying to get another grant out as well. So I wanted to close it out before the deadline, or else we were returning the money. So that's the reason why I wanted to make sure this was clear. So I'll go over the MOU again.
and we
then
still
I'll review it.
return this money, 4,400.
No, that was never even given to us.
Yeah, the 404 wasn't given to us, that's the second half.
So we're not returning any money. That's why I wanted to procure. Get sure we get all that they needed.
With
So
that, that's good.
I worked with
But
them to
again-
get all they needed. I think it was in a week span. We were just trying to work with them to get all the procurement that their agency needed. So we were able to close it out. The report right now is just that we closed it, and we can move forward with moving up. But I will go over the MOA again. This was again before my time, so I will take a look at it.
Yeah, it's $400,000 that was under the contract. We would at least like to know what happened, who made the decision to sign off on returning or not
Not pursuing the rest.
not
of the
pursuing
contract.
it, yeah. Yeah, I would like to know as well. Okay,
Okay?
moving forward.
KGTF, the stabilization grant funding, we received the official confirmation that a payment of $215,265 has been processed for the station's stabilization grant. The funds are expected to clear into our accounts within 5 to 7 business days.
It's there.
It probably already is there, because this
Yes.
was reported on. From Public Media Company, providing a significant boost in our operational liquidity.
Yeah.
Um, Engineering and infrastructure, facility branding, again, if you've noticed, we just had a new sign installed in front, and it's just something we are very proud of, getting back our PBS Guam, a complete sign in the front is now something people can take a picture of and put in their reels. Renovation plans, our top priority now is starting phase 1 of renovation, which includes electricity renovation. We have the proper blueprint that I was able to find, and we'll be re-engaging talks with DPW to start the process in getting this moved forward. Our transmitter deadline was today, and I did receive 4 vendor quotes. MCS, our engineering firm that helps us, and John Munya and myself will start reviewing the quotes starting tomorrow, the 23rd of June, and to see if it's in compliance with what we need. And we'll continue to update the board for the transmitter that we are going to procure soon. Station promotional merchandise, we are currently in designing stage for a brand new lineup of station promotional giveaways. The new branded inventory will include custom pens, umbrellas, vehicle sunshades, mugs, shirts, hats, specialized PBS Kids beach balls to enhance our upcoming community outreach campaigns. Sesame Street and the Great Elephant Adventure Outreach. Again, this is something that our development team found in our time in Austin. We now have officially been selected as one of the only 25 stations nationwide to participate in this exclusive national outreach opportunity. WNET has awarded us $2,500 to organize a family-friendly community event focused on conservation and environmental sustainability, which will take place later this year. We will be partnering with the Guam Public Library System to co-host this event. The Isang Song original series production has concluded. The principal photography has officially wrapped up for our original local series, Isang Song. The creative team has transitioned completely into the post-production phase, beginning editorial assembly and tracking scheduled voice-over recording sessions. I saw Fressy in the back working on this. The team really did a wonderful job. My hats off go to the entire production team of PBS for, and most especially Rizal, who directed this, for such an amazing production that they have made, and I can't wait for Guam to see this production in the near future. And I think our target is October of this year, if not mistaken, to be out already to the public. There's pictures here that you can see, just some takes that they took of the puppets and the actors, the kids. So again, it was a whole probably 2 weeks of production, and this studio here was being used, and it was really nice. And I think a lot of them in the team really did a marvelous job. Broadcast infrastructure and parade readiness. Our new production equipment has officially arrived, and it's currently being installed and tested across both main studio and the remote broadcast trailer. This deployment is on track and perfect time for our upcoming live coverage of the Liberation Day Parade. Kenji and Sean is working on getting this whole thing done. This is our new equipment that we procured not too long ago here, and just in time for us to show off technology to the public of what PBS can do in this upcoming Liberation Day Parade broadcast.
So we're using our new truck and all the
Yes,
stuff
yes,
inside, yeah.
yes. And new equipment too that we just purchased. The DPHSS Family Reunification MOU, we have entered into a 20,250 MOU with DPHSS Division of Children's Wellness. They have allocated 20,250 to go to PBS. We will develop and provide a family reunification program for families actively working towards basically reunifying with their children currently in foster care. And Jen Stafford, who has this program at GPO, will also be giving this program to our less fortunate foster care children here in Guam. And it will be for the ages 0 to 10 at government shelters, which currently houses about 51 children and youth. And so our program that Jen has developed will now be given to those reunification for families. And so we received $20,250 to PBS for that.
So Gary, the government, not foster homes, but the government has a place where these foster children live?
Yes.
Is there a building or?
Yes, it's a building.
It's a building.
The location is not
Yeah.
generally shared.
We cannot share the location, yeah. But they exist here in Guam. And so we will take our program to them. So what Jen does with parents and foster children in GP, or with parents and children at GPO, she will bring to our foster children.
So parents who, for one reason or another, had to give up their children are now, some of these, that one's not in foster homes, but they're in this government building, and so the real parents can come and connect with them? Is that?
Foster children and/or foster parents, or also reunification for parents as well. So that's what's
Shocking that we have this need, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's need for
Fortunately.
I find it really shocking.
families, yes.
But again,
Sad.
we want to help our community.
Yeah.
And so PBS is in the front of this to make sure that we are able to, give back to our community in terms of
course.
reunifying our families in need. Again, my hats go out to our development team, and especially Jennifer Stafford, who is, and I truly believe in this program that she's built And I feel that this is something that PBS can be proud of also, because this is something where we are able to not just educate through our broadcast, but also physically outreaching to our community to.
So our production will be going to these government facility and
Not really a production, so.
Just Jen.
Just Jen. We're not really allowed to film.
yeah, of course.
So the program goes to them. And we, again, are going to help with their goal of reunifying their families, whether foster or parents.
So what are we doing with the money?
That'll be PBS choice.
It's to pay
Yeah.
whatever expense.
What expenses are we
Yeah,
expected
what are we
to
going
have?
to do with them?
Oh, we,
Well, okay,
We bought
so
things.
yeah, so basically, this 20,250 is per class. So this is how much class they can use in a year. So each class, I believe, is a certain amount, which is another MOU that is being prepared. But every single class equals one amount. Now that money literally goes to PBS.
But these are the classes that Jennifer is going to do with the 51 children.
Yes.
How many classes are there going to be?
So it'll be
How much
dependent.
per class?
It'll be dependent on the amount of, because they're going to be able to do this for 1 year. So how many classes they're gonna do will be divided amongst the 20,250. So depending on what the bureau will be requesting for, that's how we're going to divide the time within the
And
year.
who exactly is running these classes? They're going to go to this government facility, right?
it's not a government.
Yeah, it's not. It's
a foster home, but it's not a
Pardon me?
government.
foster home.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's a
they
foster
have the
home.
Regalu, the Regalu.
Oh, yeah, I know that,
Place
yeah.
up at Barragata, that's a foster place too.
So, I am sure that maybe what you meant is if in the future you can specify where is and how is this money.
Mary Flor, can you speak up a little bit?
Yeah, so I think that maybe what the board trying to say, that we would like to have clarification in the future as to how this money that in the MOU that is awarded PBS, how is it going to be allocated? So,
Well, they have expense. We're charging at GPO, every child that attends the class is $15.
okay?
So whatever we receive, she has to get instruments, she gets,
Yeah.
well, they paint the area, they bought,
Programs, instruments.
decorations and
tools.
all these
Tools to
expense that
learn.
goes with this is part of
So is
the
it-
money that we're trying to get money to cover the
Is
costs.
this going to be for 1 year or for how?
1 year.
Yeah, this is a
So
1 year.
it would be nice to say we're having an MOU from DPS in the amount of 20,250. It's going to last for 1 year, therefore,
this
so
is-
much per month.
So this is part of the grant that we just closed. So basically,
The remainder.
the remaining money, we were able to move it towards PBS and doing this program that they've always wanted. And so that's part of the closeout that we did. They allocated the 20,250 to allocate towards this outreach program.
So we received the money already.
Yes, so, because the money is already within us. So in order to close out, this was part of that closeout as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it would be nice if we had an idea of how much money how much is it going to cost PBS per month, including classes and expenses, and the rest, if it's any rest, how much is PBS making?
So those reports will come in as the financial reports come in. This hasn't started yet. So once we start doing that, I'm sure it should be in the financial reports, and
Well,
we'll update
What
you.
happens with the financial report, any MOUs that goes into the receiving income, it's to cover the cost of everything that's in the private funds.
Right, right.
So if you want to break down on what expenses is that particular program is covering, then that would be a Jen's, the person that's in charge to give you all the breakdown of every expense that is happening. Because when we break it down into the financial, it's really like other generals. If we're going to have to start doing each program in this QuickBooks, we might not have this program next year. So we can't do a line item. You know what I mean?
But still, we should be
So it-
able to know
Yes.
how much is PBS making out of this
So that would
MOU.
be,
Yeah,
Because
that
if
should
we're
be-
losing money,
That should
then-
be a separate breakdown. Yeah.
it would be a general
It'll be a separate breakdown. So-
development
but we
to
will-
give you.
We will give that update as development continues this program.
Yeah.
And I'll request for the updates of costs as well, moving forward, with whatever happens with this program that we have.
Yes.
So what we're doing, excuse me, so what we're doing at GPO now with the outreach, with going there and inviting kids and their parents, that's what we're going to do at this
Yes.
foster care
Yes.
facility. We're going to go there and music and movement for the kids
Yes.
and their guardians, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And who is the she you were referring to, the person in charge?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, she
Stanford.
came with us to
Jennifer.
Austin.
Yeah,
Pardon me?
Jennifer.
The lady that came to Austin with us.
Oh, yeah,
Jennifer,
okay.
the one-
I just missed the name, I mean, when he started talking, okay.
She's in charge of that, music
And
and movement.
continuing more of her reports, the GPO summer term has also continued and officially launched through August 31st. But we have signed a vendor agreement with GPO utilizing the space as long as it remains without a tenant. Management has formally communicated our interest in extending the space use agreement through December 31, 2026.
Are we counting that as an in-kind contribution?
Yes.
The value of that?
Yes. in fact.
Very good. So at least we know
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really working
Yeah.
for the community, for the children, and for us.
And I think that's the mission we have. The mission we have for PBS is to really get back our community service and give back to them. USO, speaking of more of what Jennifer has been really doing, she successfully hosted a toddler social for 13 children at USO Tumon Bay using PBS. We actively are also working on finalizing an MOU next month that will allow PBS to formally adopt their family room and grant us opportunities to promote PBS Passport in their high-traffic areas of the center. This is very military
Yes.
connected,
I
yeah.
am familiar
Where
with
is this USO now? It used to be in one of those hotels, but
Yes,
it.
Where
Yes,
is
it is in that hotel.
it's in
It's
the,
still-
what's that hotel again? Royal Orchid.
Royal Orchid, yeah. It's been there for a long time already.
Oh, no, it's not Royal Orchid.
No,
No?
It's not. Where did I go? I went with her last time. It's not Royal Orchid anymore.
that's where it was, yeah.
There's more than one USO facility that I'm aware of.
Sean, do you know Sean?
Sorry, no.
I was there with her. Just trying. Oh, Dusit Place.
The Dusit.
Dusit
Where?
Place. Dusit Place. So the mall
Dusit?
for Dusit, yeah.
In the
is it the
hotel?
old,
Old Plaza.
Yeah.
It's called Plaza
The
before,
Dusit.
now it's
It's in,
Dusit Place.
in between Dusit and Dusit Beach.
Yeah,
That's shopping area.
yeah.
Oh,
That's where they're at. I got to visit her there as well.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, that's-
yeah. So we're trying to adopt a room, get a PBS room there for the kids, toddlers to play in and have all the PBS stuff there, PBS.
we're Underwater World,
Yeah, that.
Underwater World in the
That's a
bottom.
great idea.
No, not. It's
It's
the
on the
other side,
top.
other
So
side.
these are for military
Oh, it's a-
dependents?
Yes, they
Okay,
they are part of the music and movement now.
okay.
Okay, so now we move over to digital multimedia operations. Okay, so cross-platform feature development. We have successfully incorporated a powerful new national feature into the station's digital ecosystem. Wherever a viewer logs in now via desktop, mobile, web, official PBS app, Roku or Apple TV or whatever, however you connect through PBS through any type of platform, you will be designated, their home station will be Guam, and you'll see this new feature of the PBS Guam events on there. So like on the desktop and mobile homepage located underneath the social media links, The portal now dynamically lists all current and upcoming community events tracked in our calendars, dramatically increasing public visibility and engagement. Now, our public can now engage in our outreaches and all of the different things that we're doing in our Guam events. So this is good because of the next one that we're talking about here, the YouTube monetization active is now activated. So PBS now has a YouTube channel which is now activated for earning money. Monetization, we can basically earn from views of those viewing us online on YouTube. And this is within the PBS multi-channel network, MCN. Under this agreement, all generated payout revenues will be passed directly from PBS to PBS Guam, PBS National to PBS Guam, with 0% cuts or network fees taken. So 100% will go to us, whatever we make online. This is good because I think the direction of any media is really focused now on digital. Everything's online, everything's on streaming. Everybody's watching it through just various different ways on their phones. Our app and our YouTube now basically will be working hand in hand. Now, our YouTube monetization is something also that we've discussed in the GM meeting at Austin, where the direction of PBS is moving towards getting more digital programs into YouTube, which then would lead them into the Passport app. So, for example, episode 1 of anything we do here, we can put it on YouTube, and then for them to watch and complete it, they would have to go to the app and have a passport. They have to be a Passport member. So that's one way that we're doing within PBS, is integrating into digital, which I think is the direction that
Is that like these influencers, which is a word I just learned about a month ago, but these influencers that have things on YouTube, and I guess they're connected with advertising, and if they know that you have 200 million followers, somehow the influencer gets money? So that's...
So we're the influencer.
Yeah.
We become the influencer.
Yeah,
now.
I get it.
So the more views we get on YouTube, the more money we can make. I mean, it's cents per viewer, but if you think about it, especially now that Liberation is coming up, this is big because Liberation is one way we can also generate income online just by viewing us. You don't have to have a TV. They can just be on YouTube and they can just watch us, and we can earn from that. So unlike before, we couldn't earn anything. We're just viewing. Now we can earn. So that's another way of, I mean, we'll see where it takes us. If we get $1 million from that, then, it'll be nice. But we'll see where it takes us.
Okay.
This is new, and I applaud, of course, Kel Munya for working on this, as he's been really, really trying to get this ever since. And then we just needed the insurance. We now have an E&O insurance and legal waiver. In order for us to get the monetization, we needed to apply for this, and the PBS National Legal Team has approved a special exception waiver allowing PBS Guam to begin monetization immediately without a policy in place, provided we actively pursue coverage. Our coverage now, and I think Kel has been already getting this done. His current action is he has submitted comprehensive application to AM insurance brokers to secure the required errors and omissions or E&O insurance. We have requested 3 distinct quotes matching standard industry benchmarks, a minimum of 1 million per occurrence, 3 million in the aggregate, and 5,000 deductible.
Could you explain in regular terms? What does that
So
mean?
we have to get the E&O insurance for this. So
E&O, okay.
E&O is an important insurance. It's a media insurance. It's a waiver insurance in case like somebody says, "Hey, I didn't want to be viewed in your channel. You had no permission," or copyright claims, for instance. We want to sue you. This covers us.
All right, okay, and then, so we had requested 3 distinct...
So these are basically the action now. We're getting 3 quotes matching standard industry benchmarks, meaning The 1 million is per occurrence, so if something happens, they can cover us for 1 million per occurrence.
Anyone sue us for something?
Yeah.
But we never had this before.
No,
No,
but this is something
it's-
required
It's required now.
to earn from YouTube, which is good for us. It protects us too.
Yeah.
Because we're receiving money from YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't we
So we
currently
have
have
to-
E&O for the board?
That is board, that's management, the station manager and the board. That's the only thing,
So this
D&O,
is a separate
yes.
For YouTube, just
Yeah.
for the online.
This is,
for YouTube.
this is broadcasts.
Okay, so the 3 million for, in the aggregate, would that include the board too?
No,
this is
No,
just
no,
separate.
no, this is separate from the board. The board is different.
So what, can you just give like one example of like someone suing us or something? Why we would need this insurance? What would be an example of that?
Copyright infringement?
Copyright
Yeah,
infringement, let's say we played music and it wasn't supposed to be played, and so the owner of this music,
Yeah.
which is copyrighted to them, can make a claim. And because we didn't do our due diligence in finding it out, they can now just say, hey, you are playing our song. We're going to sue you for $1 million,
That's,
or we're going to sue you for 100,000.
thank you.
Or if you did a show here and you didn't authorize us to air it, and you can come back to us and say, hey, I saw that in YouTube. You're making money out of that. These are the things that's covered.
Because YouTube is a very, very wide
Spread. It's everywhere.
It's a bigger spread. You don't just broadcast to Guam, you're broadcasting worldwide.
Everywhere.
You know, besides China and certain countries, but they want to protect.
Yeah.
Because this is more.
I'm very
than-
big on
yeah.
insurance, any kind of insurance.
So this is something that was required, and I think it's very much, even though that they've approved us for a special exception, as long as we work on it, and which we are, to get the E&O insurance and legal waiver for our YouTube monetization.
Does PBS have a policy that we could,
Tattoo?
I mean, I'm just wondering if PBS has like a blanket policy?
They do,
Yes.
what's his name? Kel has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
we
if we-
cannot be part of it?
Yeah.
Once this thing gets into place, right now, we're just getting 3 quotes. So once everything, it does have to go to the board for approval,
Yeah.
you know, in the amount. So they will have everything in place. Kel
But-
can come in more and
Yeah.
explain it to you
Yeah.
guys.
No, but I think that what he was asking is if we cannot tag along
No.
PBS National.
No, cannot.
Yeah.
They want us to
Every
get it.
PBS.
Because our PBS, YouTube's ours. Their own is theirs.
Yeah.
So because we have our own PBS that we manage with our programs, it must be us that covers this.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so that does it for most of the stuff. We'll do a special section for just the Liberation Parade updates. So, doing a lot of changes for this year. We've assigned Kel Munya to be the director of the parade broadcast and creative execution. Our strategy now focuses strictly on executing airtight production fundamentals, just really good camera work with pan, zooms, exposure, and framing, rather than complex structure changes. He's made those changes.
What is a complex
I mean,
change?
I mean, just he wants to get more of the parade right now. He wants to get more of the parade. Although we'll be there as what do you call this?
Commentators.
Yeah, commentators. I think now the view is more of people being able to watch the parade
rather than comment.
rather than hearing more comments. So we're
What
gonna.
is, rather than complex structural changes?
Yes, so, like, the gear, like, all the different, actually, it's better if Sean can talk about this more.
So Kel's approach is basically something to the effect of, instead of making like crazy new changes to the parade, he wants to focus in on the core fundamentals and make sure that we have a tighter, more well-prepped parade this time around, and something especially that our audience will be more receptive to this year.
So, compare it to last year, for instance.
So one of the core things is like we're not going to have our commentators be the like lead sound. It's going to be just either the MC reading off information about the floats or nat sound of the parade itself, stuff like that. Our commentators will limit their speaking to pre-show and breaks.
Yeah.
Are you the commentator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then this, well,
So.
It's a
for the
change.
better?
And that's what they always wanted, is more of the parade than commentators, speaking.
They want to see people, because people are watching, you see your grandma, your
They
grandma.
want to see the floats, I think, and the performances.
Yeah.
They wanted to see that.
And the people on the streets.
And the people in the
Yes.
streets, yeah.
And it would be nice to hear the overall commentator about
On the
parade,
street.
about the floats.
Yeah, so that's going to happen with the MC. So what we're going to do is, for example, me and Donovan will be on set. We'll have our own set, and we'll talk more about that later on in the operations here. The set is a separate area where, like a TV studio, just like this. So we're going to have our little set there, and then we're going to do like a pre-show, like, all right, so blah, 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 blah. We'll have all these different talking points that me, Donovan, and another MC will be talking about. And then once it's time for us to go to a float, the director will throw it to the MC on the grandstand, and the MC will already start reading about the float, and then you will just focus on the float. And then all that happens, and when it comes time again, it goes back to the studio, then we come out and we can comment about it. So me and Donovan can comment, oh, that's a beautiful float, so on and so forth. I think that's one of the nicest ones that we came
Who's
out.
the MC?
Crystal Paco.
That's one in the street.
yeah, but that is for the overall.
But we're going to feed that. That's going to be our main feed for talk. So no more talking over the float as commentators,
It will be Crystal Paco.
just Paco, and then we can just let them view it.
Focus on
Yeah,
them,
and the performance.
and then
go back to us at the
and
end.
then you can say something, okay?
So we're coordinating with them, so we're not going to be getting a feed from a speaker. We're going to be getting a direct feed from the system, right?
So we're going to get a production feed only on the screens in front of us.
No, Donovan's correct. We're getting a direct feed
Yeah.
for their audio system.
Yeah.
From Crystal Palco.
Okay.
Okay, so again, full crew layout is locked right now. Sean has done a marvelous job to assign everybody. We had a meeting last Friday to assign everybody's roles, covering mobile gimbal positions, man on the street feeds, our new golf cart that we will procure. Will be that man on the street feed where we'll connect a satellite and a remote camera that can also travel and feed throughout the parade remotely. Up to 8 additional temporary hires will be onboarded to manage cable safety, host coordination, relief shift. There's stage managers and all these different things that we're trying to do. We're also I don't know if it's here. Yeah, so we're also trying to put an LED screen that broadcasts our main feed in the beginning of the parade at Adelup. We're going to put an LED screen there, which people can already view us even if they're far, far away from us in the main entrance or the main start point of the parade. So we'll have a separate canopy, LED screen there, and speakers. So people over there can already see us. And then they can, initially already know what PBS is doing in the beginning.
Where does the parade, I have not been
It starts
Guam in July in years.
It starts in Adelup.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then ends in Chamorro Village, or the right in front of the
okay.
old Bank of Guam, Bank of Hawaii. So we have that. We will broadcast indoors from the G3 store space. We have made an agreement with them just over the past couple of weeks to get an agreement for them to be presenter, and in place they will give us a space plus the power source that we need to power our broadcasts. So there's just a lot of more technical stuff that we're going to be doing now because of the new procurement of equipment that we got. We have a replay workflow equipment where the system now, and I think Sean, you want to explain more about the new replay and stuff that we're doing, and it's something different from the past years.
Okay, to improve the timing of playback of certain things like our Man on the Streets and other things, we have a new replay system. What it just means is we can record something as live and then just cut it up and have it ready for us to play back as if it was a pre-produced package, but we're doing it that real time.
Yeah.
And so everyone is going to be wearing the I Love PBS pins. And
So there's some shots that are planned already from our director Kel, such as everybody wearing PBS pins. I think there's another one where everybody's going to be waving a Guam and U.S. flag. It's part of his. It's going to be passed out throughout the grandstand area, so people have flags. We're going to use that as our visuals as well for our presentation in the parade.
what about this, the orchestral theme song will be composed by Amanda, who is Amanda Bateman? And
Amanda Bateman is one of the orchestral people here in Guam. She does a lot of the orchestra.
who?
Amanda Bateman.
If you wish, our short dog Power and Me, she's one of the interview subjects.
Yeah.
If you wish to watch that on YouTube.
Okay, and so we are going to have a brand new theme for PBS Guam?
So we're creating an orchestral theme song with them. So it's a natural sound. Right now, we are in the works of getting that done with them. Unfortunately, a lot of the orchestral people are still abroad, so she has to wait for them to come back before she can make the theme song. So our theme song is designed under the slogan or the title of this year's liberation event, which is Para y Honra, Para y Gloria. So we're kind of getting that piece of that song and turning it into a different orchestral song for our theme song for the broadcast. So there are, and I can let you guys hear what the samples that we already have later on.
You have a plan B in case
They don't do it.
they're unable to?
We will have to route it through our artificial intelligence system.
You mean use AI to come up with a theme song?
But I think it can be done. According to Amanda, she's already working on the sheets. So she's sending it to them while they're abroad.
What
That way they
about
can prepare for it.
asking Gida if we can use any of the songs on that tape that are Chamorro songs?
As long as it's instrumental, we
That
can.
we can incorporate.
Yeah, this is
for-
all orchestral.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Gary,
So, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So going back to the MC, do we have an agreement that if the MC goes off script, PBS is not liable for whatever the MC says? Let's say she cusses.
Oh.
Or,
Good point.
Is there an agreement that we're not liable for?
There isn't. Again, that's just how.
It's live.
Yeah, live works. They're
Right.
really. I don't think there's an actual agreement in place.
Okay.
It so happens. Yeah, whatever is live on air, we can already have a disclaimer saying this is a live feed broadcast, and anything that happens here is not. We're not liable for
PBS.
cover. Yeah, PBS.
Yeah, because we are covering
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But-
And the MC is not just an MC, they are provided by the Liberation Committee.
Yeah, they know.
So this is part of a governmental committee.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically what she has in front of her is literally, she has to just read that.
Right.
So everybody that joins the floats or parades, they're
to-
given a little portion there that they have to write about. What about
Their float.
your float? And then all she's going to do is read that.
Read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's not allowed to really kind of
Go off script.
go off script and those things. I mean, she'll probably say hi to
They
hello
do.
to some people. Yeah, hi, hello to
They
some
do,
people
but-
and stuff like that. But
Okay.
that's what you will read on the when the float gets to the grandstand. But I see what you're trying to say. But we can probably, I think we will. I'm not mistaken, Sean.
Yeah.
Put a disclaimer if we can.
We can, and in addition, we are also working with the Liberation Committee to make sure they're aware that they are going to be on broadcast, so
Yeah.
to be conscious of their language.
Yeah, I'm sure Paco, she's
Yeah.
been with the KUAM for a long time, so she's aware. And I know it's also Mayor Hoffman,
Mayor Hoffman,
is part of that too.
Mayor Hoffman is part of this one this year. Every time we have a meeting, and we have one on Wednesday, a major liberation meeting at Loop again. So he's been really an advocate in making our broadcast better. So yeah, we'll get the some sort of disclaimer on the live if we have to, just to keep ourselves safe.
What about this? Our permanent golf cart requisition will be needing board approval. Do we already have a golf cart, or we're
No.
going to replace it?
It's on the agenda for approval.
But that is permanent,
Meaning,
Permanent.
we're not renting anymore.
okay,
We're gonna have our own.
okay.
And since we have to spend also, right? There's money that we can spend on that, so.
Is that going to be cost effective? Because if it's ours, we
I
will
think so,
have to
because-
maintain it, we have to storage.
Yes,
It's not-
at the same time, I think it also enhances production outside of liberation. So for instance, there are other shoots that they need to do. They can already use that. More remote stuff, like in the future, I think there's gonna be another one of those cycle tour of Guam stuff that can be used there. If we have an event, for example, we have one this coming, it's small, but, the governor's announcement of the hospital is this Friday. If we're going to be in the field, we can use it. You see what I mean? So it's a great thing to have, I think. At the same time, it's so hard to procure these golf carts, renting. They're usually out at this time. So to avoid all of that, I think just have our own is already just a safe bet for us to be able to operate. I think last year they had a hard time getting a golf cart. And so if we have our own, we won't have that problem anymore. Plus, again, we can use it for a lot of the different projects that we have planned for the future for PBS. Again, PBS now, these guys are going to put a lot more out. And I think this is something that they can use moving forward.
Okay, but when we do the requisition, it would be interesting if you can say, every time that we rent a golf cart, it costs us so much.
Rent?
Rent. It costs us so much.
No, we don't
Plus
rent.
the fact that it's difficult to rent or
Yeah,
to find
yeah.
one. If we had our own, we can use it so much, so we could potential savings, because it's going to cost us to store it, and to where are we going to keep it? And
We've allocated the plan for storage already for it. So
okay.
I think right now is just a matter of both liberation and just because we did ask for rental prices too. They gave us rental prices, but like I said, I see it as the future of PBS, and
Right.
I see that these guys are really gonna make use of it in making their production easier. And I think that's what they need to make their production easier and more efficient. Cost efficiency, I think, will be there down the line. Not necessarily, of course, you're going to spend more now, but in the years coming and the projects that we are going to earn, I think that's going to be more cost effective.
Okay.
But we're not approving these things now?
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean,
We're
we'll give you
we're gonna get
we'll
there.
give you that opportunity to
Oh, yeah.
approve or dis-
Well,
Yes, we're.
With the golf cart, I've been ready 2 years, we always go out and ask for donation, for it, but we never get a golf cart. The last time we got that four-wheeler, it's hard to get on
ATV.
that, when even the Manamkus to get in the ATV, yeah. So it's hard. So
So this is literally.
we've been thinking about this since 2 years to get our own, but now that
How
we
much do
have,
they cost? I mean, I don't know.
You'll see it in the, you'll see it
It's
in
in
the.
Anyway,
once we
the reason why I made that point is because, like in my business, it would be nice if I had a forklift, one of these, because every time I have a container, I go and rent it, and it costs money and so forth. But when I look into how much a forklift costs, which is almost like a car, over $20,000, and then I need to have a place to store it, which I don't have. Plus, I mean, I just decided that it's not cost effective for me. If I had a container every month, then maybe yes.
Yeah.
But no having a container every month, not even a projection of a container every month. It's more cost effective for me to rent one, even though it's hard, and than to spend so much money when I am not going to utilize it. Plus, I have to store it, take care of it. If it breaks down, look for the parts and fix it and stuff. Anyway.
So you
that's
rent?
what I'm saying.
Are you renting?
Yes, I rent. So that's what I'm saying. We have
think
to
it's-
make a cost effectiveness study. I don't know how much the golf cart will cost.
Yes.
Maybe it's little.
So I'd like to just back us up a little bit. When I was talking to Gary and Lorraine initially about whether we could get vehicles so we could pass out stuff up and down the parade route, I was told that all the vehicles were spoken for. None of the local vendors could provide us with one. So my idea was, well, what if we buy one for use in the parade and then raffle it off at a later date as a fundraising idea for the station?
Okay, well,
So that was my initial thought. And then the idea also occurred that it might be something that the station could hold on to. But my initial idea was not to hold on to it. It was to use it for the parade and then get rid of it, for the reasons that Mary Flor has kind of stated, store it, maintain it.
Insured.
Right? So, so that's one part of it. The other part of not being available, all we would have to do is make it, make an agreement a year before or 6 months out to, or, every Liberation Day, every time we have this kind of thing going on, we make plans in the future. We make an agreement with whoever, whether it's Cars Plus or Yamaha or somebody, so that they have us, okay, we're going to rent from you on July 21st of 2027. We want it in writing, here's the price, so it's already locked in. So that's one way to do it, to make sure that we have a vehicle available for this type of thing, outreach. It's basically outreach. So my initial idea was not to hold on to it, but that's an option. So when we discuss it under procurement, please keep that in mind. I wanted us to have a way to touch people on the parade route.
yeah.
With pens and hats and bags and stuff like that. So yeah, my initial thought was not that we would hold on to it, that we would just pass it through. And because we are a nonprofit organization, we can have a raffle. And, it would be an island-wide raffle. And, we would have to have a minimum number of tickets sold. We would have to look into the whole idea of having a raffle. But, and, time's getting short. July is around the corner. So anyway, that's where this idea came from. And now it's turning into, maybe it's an asset for the station. I will leave that up to the board to decide.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Moving forward, goodness.
Requisitions. This is,
Give them the financial.
Before we get to new business, a couple of things on old business. Where do we stand on generator procurement? Done anything?
yeah, being worked on right now. That should be in the next report on updates right now.
Okay, I did send information to John Munya,
Yep.
the guy that,
I'll just run in with
Yeah, you want this?
I sent him your
No.
name. I sent
That should be your-
I sent you his name and his
That's
contact.
for him?
Okay. You sent it to my email?
I think
There's
I
two
think I sent you
copies.
on-
There's a,
Oh, okay.
yes, there's 2 pages.
I'll look into
Let
it.
me make one more.
You have the profit and loss and the balance sheet. Should be there.
Okay.
Use this?
She's going to make one more copy.
Is it
They
two
can
pages?
review
Is
it.
just two
Yes,
pages?
yes.
I can't
Yeah,
read
one
it.
for the profit and loss and the other one for the balance sheet.
Let's flip this way.
Yes.
Okay.
ARP? Isn't that the insurance? What is ARP?
ARP is the funding we got in 2020
American
for
Recovery
American Rescue.
Oh, American.
Yeah, so it expired already since 2025.
That 200,000 that we just received is not in here, right?
No, no, because this is until
No.
May 26.
Yeah.
There's also 100,000 from GRTA also.
That's the new MOU?
Yeah, 100,000. Not here yet.
Okay. Questions, comments, concerns?
I haven't finished yet. Okay. Well, so I think that looking at the total expenses, total income, so we got a 4.6% from this year to last year. So altogether, if
Profit
you,
and loss, first page.
the first page, profit and loss. So the membership income came up 17,000. This is a brand new thing, remember? So that's very good. I think that if we continue with the membership, and the program we are doing with Jennifer and the kids is a way to improve membership. So that would be good. Also, if we get monies from the YouTube, that would also, without basically us doing much, it's income, which comes in handy. So that is a nice thing. Another thing I realize is the government of one agency grants. See, we didn't get any grants in 2024, but in 2025 we got 227,000. But that's good too. And then the preschool development grant, 85,000, which we didn't get the last time. So that's good too. We should continue to work on getting grants from the government and government agencies. In production, we also make, we make good, rather 17,000 as opposed to the year before, 9,000. So overall, in the total contributions, we got 98%. So it doubled the contribution. The contributions and other revenues from 24 to 25 was positive. That's a good thing. Okay, so then we go back to the expenses. And in the expenses, I noticed here property and equipment. So we got double. We got any properties that we, refresh my memory, what kind of properties and equipment did we increase?
Where's that?
Station equipment,
Yeah,
things that we,
okay, so.
trailer, the new trailer.
Oh, but
The new
I thought
truck.
that, wasn't that accounted for before? No?
What are you looking at, the fixed assets?
No, I'm talking in the profit and loss. In the total property and equipment. So we increased our equipment by 151%. What did we buy?
That's part of it.
Okay, that can be the new pickup that we have,
The what?
the new truck.
The new truck. All right, so anyway, so that is part of we spend on that.
The truck.
Then, in the program broadcasting, so we spend less on that. Why did it happen? Why? We didn't spend in broadcasting as much.
If you look at the membership, we only paid 206, whereas last year we paid 388. So the remaining of the payment that is coming up in June,
No, I'm talking about
program and broadcasting.
program broadcasting.
Yeah, you're talking about the total, right? 345
Yes.
versus 489?
Oh, the membership.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have my glasses.
Oh, so that means that with PBS?
Yes,
Also, we
so
pay less.
we will be paying by July, our bill usually comes in.
Oh.
So August and September is
Oh, so
the
it will be
two
reflected
ending, so
then.
it will go back up.
Okay.
Total every year is 300. Well,
68.
yeah,
Okay,
so we don't know what we're going to pay until we get our bill in July.
okay. All right, so this figure, maybe we shouldn't take it into consideration now because you haven't deducted yet the fees
Yeah.
for this year.
Right.
Okay, then the development and promotions. So we spent 13,978 more in development and promotions than the last year.
Well, because we hired, remember, in the past, we had only one last year.
Okay.
Then this year, we hired, then they quit, and then
That's
we
correct.
rehired.
Okay. So, but anyway, in general, the developments and productions, we only 11% more, so that's okay. Then the other thing that I kind of put a question mark here is other general expenses. We got $205,000 more that we spend. So let's see at the numbers compared to the last year. So advertising and publication.
So you're looking at the other general expenses because most of the DPHSS expense went to that category.
Oh, Department of.
Department of Public Health. That's where the expense came from.
Okay.
Oh, the grant that we just closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
And then in the personal services, it's 12.7%, but again, you say because you got a new personnel, right? At expenses, if you go at the bottom, 50/70 personal services, we got 12. Oh, it's
Well, you're
mine.
talking about Gov Guam.
Yeah.
The personal service, that's Gov Guam employees.
So.
It's going to go down to, because we had two positions that was vacant in last fiscal year, the camera operator and the clerk typist, which both position hasn't been filled yet. It's still down at DOA. These are Gov Guam employees' positions.
All right, so overall, in net income, even though both years were negative, we're still, this year is 7% less. So that's good. You guys, Don't you think this is easy to understand?
Because you want comparison,
Yes.
not like, what are you looking at? Yeah,
You like it now? Remember before we were having all kinds of problems?
yeah.
I think that this is very easy to look at and to understand it. Okay, so now we are looking at the balance sheet, and, the balance sheet looks very good to me. I mean, on May 26 to 25, we are 11% on the whole, but that's because we have done a lot of
Procuring, yeah.
we purchased
Purchased,
a lot of equipment, we have 2 more employees, we have all these things, and so we're still okay. I mean, we're not really that bad, we're still okay, but we have to strive to make it better.
I agree.
Live without means and continue to work and get more grants and get more.
Yeah, we've seen basically a sea change at the station. The amount of production that we're working on, the amount of grants and funding from other sources that's been coming in this last 18 months is 5 years ago, we weren't doing this.
Yeah.
10 years ago, forget it. We were nowhere near this. If you look at our, we are a multi-million-dollar corporation at this point, which is
Yeah.
very,
So-
very positive.
I am also very glad to hear that you were able to get PBS at the level, I mean, federal level, or that they're waiving these fees for us, for DG2, for the first, until we get our own insurance.
Oh, yes.
So that's good news also, and like going out to Austin was, I guess, very productive from the
It
point
was.
of view of you meeting with the, general.
Yes, and we just recently, I had a general forum again with them, just recently. It was on Zoom, and there was a lot of new things that, again, we'll be focusing on in terms of PBS moving forward. The growth of PBS going into the digital realm it's more than ever very, very important. We can't really hope and wait till we get CPP or finance or what do you call this income from the federal government anymore. So we have to just really feel that we have to kind of do things our way. So I think that's the growth that we're trying to do now. Just try to get to digital. And hopefully we get more viewership, we get more people to help membership, we get more grants, all that stuff.
Yeah. And I also think it's very good that the Sesame Street and the Great Elephant Adventure Outreach, so PBS Guam
That was
has
from-
officially been selected as one of only 25 stations nationwide.
They were very impressed, according to them, according to Rizal, they were very, very much impressed of how Guam presented that. So they chose us because I guess Rizal presented it in a way where Guam must be in this program.
Right. So I would like to congratulate Rizal and you.
I want to congratulate the whole team. I
People
think
that went
everybody-
to
everybody.
Austin. So,
And Austin was good. I think I learned so much myself.
Yeah.
So
even though before going, we were thinking, all these expenses, remember? And we better because, but in the end,
and we're networked now. I think
It
we have a lot
pays
of
off.
we have a lot of people that we can go to. I have my mentor in Louisiana who's been helping me also. Every week he would update, ask me, what are you doing? How can he help? So he's really
That manual where you go,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
he's so
So
nice.
Yes, he is.
He's really
Very
he
nice.
gave us programs to use. He's giving me more ideas on how I should operate and giving me tips basically in how the new forecast of what PBS is going to be in a couple of years. So it's good. It's good that we had the connection. I think that was so important that really was a big help to knowledge as far as, as far as us here in Guam.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that was,
Okay, so we move to, I guess, okay, got it.
we only have one, or you're going to do?
There's 3 total.
Okay.
Okay, moving forward.
All right, moving forward, thank you very much. We'll do the requisitions. These were the emergency requisitions that need.
New business.
New business that are up for procurement.
Is this part of the, for
DPHS?
DPHS, is that from before?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still from before?
Yeah.
Okay,
So to close out.
okay.
This is for 32 gigabyte USB with print. Print meaning there is their logo on that USB drive.
Okay,
And the winner was Megabyte with 22,750. MTG Group at 23,000, and Sweetwater was 20,000, but they do not print on the USBs.
I see.
So that's why.
Prices for memory jumped. I saw something
Yeah.
today that said
Yeah.
everything is jumping.
Everything's gonna jump. That's why this is something we already procured locally, so price is set.
Excuse me.
But there is a big jump in basically computer products in online. So lots of the things that's being procured now is there's a volatility that shifts. So it's right now very, very scary to kind of just purchase because it's up and down. And
Things
mostly-
online?
Yeah.
Well,
No, this is not online. This is local.
I know. I really believe, like for me, my business and personal, if there's anything that I can purchase in Guam, I prefer, because I am supporting
Yes, I
the
agree.
Guam economy and the Guam business people. Just like I would like people to support me rather than
Yeah,
buy the products that I sell online, because if they arrive from me, they survive. So, of course, so.
I've instructed the team to always go local first, and if there's really nothing that we need it, we have to.
Yeah, of course, we have to look at the price also, because if by purchasing local, we are paying double than purchasing online for the same product, then of course, common sense
Yeah.
prevails, I think. Okay, so do you think we should go with Megabyte?
Megabyte would be the lowest versus those who can print.
This was a pre-approved,
Yeah.
so it's just coming back to.
It's already pre-approved. You just,
We're just
Yeah.
ratifying, right?
right.
Yes.
Okay. So, any other discussion?
I would just like to note that I can remember a 500 megabyte memory card used to cost more than $22. So this is, we may be, seeing, well, it's just a USB drive and it's $22, but,
Used to be much more.
that's a lot of memory, and they used to cost a lot more, so.
How many gigs are the PBS ones that we have?
1.8, what?
I think they're 8 gig cards.
Yeah.
8 gig cards.
Yeah.
This is way bigger than that.
Okay.
And this is for them. They requested it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, so I make a motion that we approve Megabyte, to buy US drives, requisition number for fiscal year 2026
26, I guess.
RQ3112. So in the amount of $22,750, that we approve it. And this is for Megabyte,
I second.
okay?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, as you'll be passed down the next one, this is the golf carts.
Still here?
Oh, plus another thing I forgot to mention, when we buy local, we don't have to pay shipping.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I always think about that, yeah. That's why I don't like to buy things from Amazon. You spend more money on the postage than you do on the item.
So this next one is FY 2026 RQ3122. Now, just a quick note here. The item we're looking for here is new, and there are two different types. There's
Golf
a
cart.
UTV and there's a golf cart. UTV is what Lorraine mentioned, big four-wheel doors. and
Off-road.
Off-road, you go on, you go in, you know, it's a higher level, it's more expensive too. But those are the ones that you can do off-road. What we're looking for really is just a golf cart. And so Guam Ventures Incorporated is the only, well, they all have, but Far East Equipment Company is selling only used golf carts, and Guam Ventures is selling
Exactly alike.
the new one. So we required in our stuff to be new. And so there is Guam Ventures, and we wanted to do a 6-seater for more space, and especially if we're going to be doing the Liberation Parade where we put our equipment, our cameras, and our man on the street there, you would need more space. And at the same time, it's just more space for putting people as well that we have to transport. So the 6-seater is what we would like here at PBS,
Okay.
which will go down to 17,600. The no quote is Cars Plus, or Cars Cycles Plus, or Cars Plus. They only have the UTVs.
What is a UTV?
It's the off-road, like higher, bigger wheels. It's elevated a little bit
It's
more.
an off-road thing.
Off-road.
Yeah, you see them on Nimitz Hill, on
Yeah.
top of Nimitz Hill. and
Yeah.
those-
Golf cart on steroids.
yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Basically.
It is. You can take that anywhere, any terrain, but I don't think that's necessary for us and anything we do right now.
Okay, well, I just hope that this is easy to maintain and we can store it in a place away from the elements and all that stuff, because 17,600 is a lot of money if we were only going to use it once a year.
No, we're going to use it more because we have other projects in line that will be requiring a golf cart. Again, there's just different types of production, live streaming stuff that we're going to be doing in the future. This will really help our team be able to be more maneuverable in these productions, whether it's Liberation Day, whether it's doing the tour of Guam in the future, whether it's creating.
Oh, you mean the bicycle?
Yeah.
Oh,
So this also helps promote us to go out there and do more work. And so I think, I mean, we have a big truck. That big truck you can't just take anywhere, right? It's super big. I don't even want to drive it. If they tell me to park it, I tell somebody else because I can't drive that. It's really big. So this is something more maneuverable, something we can just really use during our sets when we're out of the studio.
okay.
And having a bigger seating capacity is more helpful, I think, both for cargo and for people. So that's why I was suggesting the 6-seater rather than the 4-seater golf cart. And new, of course.
Okay, I propose that we accept the bid from Guam.
Can we just, hang on a second, please. What was the cost for a rental?
The cost for rental, do you have that?
I didn't add that.
Yeah, add
You
that
told
one.
me to get, disregard the rental. I can get that for you.
Yeah, I believe it's like $250 to $350
An hour?
a day.
$350 a day for a rental?
Yeah,
How
and you
many
rent
days?
that like 5 days usually?
I know Cars Plus, or Autos Plus was renting us, when we paid 1 year, 1,100 for the parade.
For 2 days?
We picked it up, no, we had to drop
You need to
it.
get it, yeah, drop it also.
Yeah, we picked it up in the morning, and then after the parade, we dropped it.
Do you drive it or you put it in a,
No,
No,
you
you put
can
it-
drive it down, because the parade ground
Is there?
from Auto Spot down,
okay. Well,
So, yeah, that's rental. You probably have to get it days
But they didn't
before.
respond,
And we
right?
reply, we give it back to them. Also, maybe the next day
Or out of
after,
spot.
after loading up everything, and clearing out everything from the
Yeah.
liberation. I wasn't there last year, but that's how I see it in terms of production. You just don't get it the day itself, you gotta get it in advance. So, again, this is, just one event, that's just the liberation, and in the
And where
future-
would we keep this?
In the garage.
In the garage.
We have a room for it?
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
garage.
And we also have to insure it.
I think.
I doubt that anybody would sell us insurance for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
not-
not really needed.
yeah,
Oh, really?
that's it's just a
Why,
golf.
because they're so dangerous?
No, it's just like you have your own bike at home or your own.
It's a golf cart.
It's like a moped, they don't insure moped.
Okay, well, you
So
know,
one thing we discussed was a vehicle that could get out and about, and a golf cart is not going to do that. A golf cart has got to have fairly flat terrain, whether it's pavement or a golf course. That's the terrain that a golf cart would work on.
UTV would be the opposite, yeah.
Right, a UTV would be something that, you're gonna go off-road, you're gonna do a production in the jungle somewhere, might be helpful. At this point, I'm not convinced that the station actually needs to have one of these full-time. As I said, my idea was and I was thinking we couldn't get one. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I misunderstood that we could rent one. And is that still a possibility? Are there still,
Probably not right now.
It's June right now.
Right.
And most procurement with the other liberation facilities, we can check, but we did last year and there was no,
you know,
So what did you do last year?
we didn't have any. We had to borrow, we had to ask the government and the
admin?
is this?
the mayor's office
something that
and
we
all
can
those
do
that can help us, the police,
You need to borrow it?
to pick up our commentators or drop somebody down and,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Is it
It's
better?
not, it was really, and then pick up our food.
Look, I read
Yeah.
you one is 15,000.
So for some context, the Liberation Committee itself has also had problems procuring
Getting their-
golf carts for Liberation Day.
Okay, so
They had their problems last year.
21.
21,000.
Since the committee also uses them for things like police
You know,
services and or
I don't
EMT
really think we need
services and
it.
stuff like that.
Well, I mean, in order to be cost effective, we have to use it at least once a month.
I'd like to find out I would like to find out if rentals are available and what they would cost. I'm not comfortable at this point okaying the purchase of,
Can you possibly borrow one from one of the golf clubs?
No,
We can
asked
check,
them.
because we did
No,
last year.
I
and
asked also this time.
You know, like as a donation sort of thing.
Do they have this available on
Lend
island?
us one of theirs for a week.
Okay. Since they have it available on island, we don't need to purchase it right away. I tend to agree with Donovan. Let us
Well,
find out
You don't know.
whether we can rent one for this time. And if it's impossible to rent one, then we can always decide to purchase one. But I think that we need to do a little bit more.
But if we're purchasing one, I mean, it's got to be shipped from the States, right?
No,
they're-
it's
they're-
already
they're-
here.
Oh, they're here. Oh, okay.
but again, I just want to reiterate that my idea was to buy it and then get rid of it. Buy it for the parade, use it, and then raffle it off. So we could at least get the purchase price back or possibly raise a little bit of money by doing it like an island-wide raffle, which is something that we have the ability to do.
I thought you said we couldn't have a raffle.
No, I said we could possibly have a raffle.
I don't mean for this particularly, but I thought in general, we're not allowed to have raffles because we're a nonprofit. Maybe I
It's
misunderstood.
because we are a nonprofit that we are able to do those types
Okay.
of activities.
Okay.
It all depends on what kind of raffle. We did a raffle, just the government, just
My-
Thanksgiving, but
I'm comfortable.
we never did that island white.
So let us find out whether we can rent one for this year. And if we cannot, then we can always come and decide into this.
I think time right now is of an essence. If we don't get,
Time is of the essence.
if we don't get, then we won't have.
Procurement, right?
This is always available. This one is available on island.
Or we're not sure also. Like, right now,
We can-
as we procured, they have, but we're not sure. This came to the week.
They don't sell like hot cakes.
Yeah, well,
If they have it, probably they will have. If it, 2 weeks from now, they will still have
How
it.
come we didn't check Yamaha?
we did.
Yamaha don't
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
They
But
only
don't
have the
UTV?
UTVs. Yeah.
But why didn't we ask them also?
We've asked everybody.
Yamaha's not here.
Oh, well, they did quote.
Because they don't have golf cart.
Yeah.
No, but they have UTVs.
Uh,
I've been to their showroom.
Yeah.
yeah, they do, but that's not. We want a golf cart.
The what do you call it? The UTV from Cars Plus is actually also Yamaha. The last time I checked on their stuff.
Cars Plus.
Yeah, their Cars Plus. They had a Yamaha. They quoted a Yamaha UTV as well.
So there is a 6-seater UTV for Cash Plus for $21,672, whereas the golf cart that we won is $70,600. If we're really going to spend into this thing,
Yeah. No, I see where the board is coming from.
But you have it now, so you can just
I
let them
appreciate
know.
it. We look into that.
Just let
too.
them
Yes, I
know the
agree.
price.
But for me, we think of it as a production tool, just like any mixer that we buy, which is $50,000, $20,000 mixers. I think of it as a production tool that these guys are going to be able to use for things that they're going to be doing in projects that we can plan moving forward in the years to come.
So Gary,
Yeah.
if you plan on using it for 50 days out of the year, right, you would break even, right?
Mhm.
If you plan on using it more than that, then you're saving $350 every day you use the golf cart,
Yeah.
right? So 50 is the number. 50 days is a number.
Sorry, I
To
can't.
use.
50 days a year, he has
We
to
have to use
use
it 50 days so that we can make the ROI or the return of investment. That's what he meant. So
Oh.
that's what he's trying to say. He's giving a number of.
In other words, prove you really need it.
Yeah.
So do you plan on using it more than 50
Well, it
days out of the
encourages
year,
us
right?
to work.
To use it.
Yeah. So, and like I said, next year we won't have a problem anymore renting. When the time comes of needing one. If we go to, for example, a live stream event, which we will have also this Friday, which is in the jungles of Mangilao,
Right.
we could use that too. You see, so like, if we need to go to a beach event, we won't have that problem anymore. If we go to the memorial shoots that we have in what's it? That
Manekwa? What was that?
Mangisa.
Menengun.
Menengun. So we have shoots already in Menengun already planned. We can use it. We have shoots in the different memorials coming in liberations. I think there's 5 of that. We can use it. So, like I said, these are things that we needed to bring our vehicles in and haul, and they would bring loads and loads of equipment. They would have to bring it to where they live stream during our memorial, like the Memorial Day, where we could use that too to go around that Veterans Memorial Park. All that stuff can be easily accessible for our production team to use without them having to lug and bring things around. That these equipment that they have aren't light. They're heavy equipment. Lights, whether it's cameras. So that's one way of using this as well.
Okay.
And it's I think more feasible in terms of us getting one and saying we have our own, and not saying, guys, can we borrow, or guys, can we rent?
Yeah,
Can you-
but again, we have our own and it's underutilized. I think I agree with Donovan. At this point, I think that we should find out whether we can secure one rental for next
Okay.
parade. And if we cannot rent any because there's no any rental available, then we can always,
Valerie did check for rental of the go-kart, the golf cart, from Far East Equipment. They're renting at $450 a day.
well, but they're so expensive. What about the?
Guam and Auto Spot,
And car space.
and Car Spot, they don't have any rent-a-cars. But Far East Rental, they don't have any for July 21st available.
What about the other?
The first one, what was the first one you said?
The Far East,
That's $450 a day?
equipment, $450 a day.
Can I
Sure.
speak? You know, Donovan has thought about this for several years.
Yeah.
His initial plan was to raffle it off after, and I think we're up against a very small chance of getting anything for this year.
Yeah.
So
mean, if you
would
have
like to go back to Donovan's original plan and just give you the leeway to decide whether you want the six-seater golf course or the special on the UTV at 15,000, give you that option.
Yeah, but it's only four-seater for the,
I know. So, give the management that option to buy something with the thought that if it's not going to be used enough to make it worthwhile, then we will have a raffle. And I could see us doing that.
We can do an auction.
Something like that. I just hate to see you guys up against a wall when we have all the other equipment to do such a good job this liberation, and we have the money, we're not being frivolous, I don't think.
Another thing that we are not looking at is a trailer, because we're going to need a trailer to transport it around. That's another $5,000.
A trailer for the vehicle?
To pull the car.
Those, are we able to rent those though?
You can rent those, yeah. Those are freely rentable. I do know that we've done that in the past for other things, flatbeds. You can rent.
So every time we use it, we have to have a trailer?
Well, to transport it
Transport
to
it.
a
yes,
location,
to get it all over.
they're not,
But those are readily available. Those are things that,
I mean, you can't drive down the street on Marine Drive. Or, well, I mean, for the.
you're not,
parade.
it's not street legal.
Yeah,
The parade is an exception.
yeah.
yeah, so,
If you know-
trailer's needed. Trailer is needed.
If you guys can find a place, because we've called the golf place to ask, and then she did the quote. Far East, it's $450, but they don't have anything available.
Oh, they don't even have it available?
Yeah.
No,
So we have no choices, is what you're saying? Okay,
that's,
okay.
So the question is, do we want to proceed with the purchase with the end goal in mind to raffle or auction
auction.
the vehicle?
I think better raffle, we'll get more money than auction.
I think if they don't have a plan to use it more than, 50 days out of the year, we can look at raffling it off, right? If you don't have a plan.
Yeah.
Well, plans are come and go for us right now. We are planning a lot. So we want to get more production out this year. Again, we want to be that PBS broadcasting company that does a lot of the local broadcast now. So I'm going to be working with the production team to get more projects out, to get more of these events to be covered. So to say we're using it at 50, it's right now for
We don't
me.
know. There's no
Yeah,
way
I
we
don't
can
know.
tell at this
I can't tell at this point, but it's a good goal for me to reach. So I do know that this is, again, something we need. That's all I know. We need this, and it will significantly help our production. Just like our pickup, our big pickup that pulls our trailer, that pulls it maybe once a year, twice a year even. I think we'll use the golf cart more than we use the trailer. I think that's how I see it.
Well, the truck was a have to.
Yeah.
This golf cart is a want to.
Yeah. Okay, why don't we compromise? We can go ahead and purchase a new one. We will give it 3 months window. And if in 3 months you don't come with at least projection of the days that it is going to be used, so that is for us cost effective to keep it, then we can raffle it out.
So I would maybe turn it around so that we're buying it with the plan of raffling it off, unless the station can show
Usefulness.
that it show, yeah.
But we have to give them a window for them to show us the projection.
Sure, 60 days. I mean, we want to keep that thing in pristine condition in the event that we do raffle it.
Okay, is everybody in favor?
Let's talk about the funding. Where are we going to get the funding from?
We can use the CSG money, which we have to spend.
We have to spend by when?
The community service grant that we have to spend
By
by
September.
September.
Which grant is that?
The community service grant,
We have to spend that by September.
PPP money.
How much money do we have left?
we have 300 some left.
That's why
300,000.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to put it towards this rather than
July, August, September, October,
having to return the money.
November, December,
Okay.
by the end
Well,
of the
you know,
year.
you should have said that since the very beginning. That would have helped also.
Well, we did say
But we
that.
said-
We did
You
it
mean
last
feel
meeting.
rich, then you can
The
go
last
spend more?
meeting we
Last
did
meeting we
mention
did.
we have so much money that we have to spend.
It's okay.
The bridge funding, I think we got an extension, so
I
we're
was able
good.
to get a 9-month extension for the bridge fund.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I see.
we're good with that for next fiscal year.
Okay, so does anybody else wants to make their, are we done with the discussion or?
Do any of these companies also sell trailers?
We didn't. To tell you the truth, we haven't asked.
Which companies? Which-
Each companies, yeah. If-
Well,
You mean
can go
have them
back to
throw it
the-
in as a
Right?
bonus?
Just ask them.
Well, it might cost less if we buy it together.
Do we
Yeah.
need to buy a trailer too?
Yes.
I mean, we have to rent the trailer.
Well, if you want rent just for this time,
It wouldn't be that,
but
yeah. The trailers are widely available. I think one of the reasons why we're not renting.
And how much are they? I have no
It
idea.
would range from 1.5 to 5,000, depending on the type of trailer you're gonna get.
Huh? $5,000?
Yeah, a boat trailer will cost between $4,000 and $5,000.
Well, what about for this thing? For this,
You're looking around 3, I'm thinking,
It's going to be in that ballpark,
Oh.
between $3,000 and $5,000.
3 and 5.
well, since time is of the essence, I think we should approve this now and then find out as fast as we can about the trailer, about his idea,
No,
Donovan's
but
idea of.
Donovan wanted to see if we could get a package deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. But I'm saying, it sounds like we really have to get this thing and we have the money.
Okay, so may I make a suggestion?
Please.
So, since time is of the essence, I will direct Gary to find out how much it will cost us to purchase a UTV 10-seater.
Whoa,
UTV?
No,
They're 4 or 6 seats.
no,
Where-
the purchase of the UTV
Golf.
10-seater by Cars Plus is
just to
$21,600.
clarify, it's 6 seats.
Oh, I thought it was,
No,
how
there's
come
no
they,
10.
see?
There's no.
Oh,
10.
yeah, it looks like a 10.
The limousine, if we have.
Okay, so find out from
Guam Ventures.
from Cars Plus how much a UTV 10-seater will cost, including the trailer.
Are
we getting a
Guam
UTV?
Ventures.
I thought we were getting a golf cart.
Well, a golf cart costs us $17,600. A UTV six-seaters cost us $21,752. We have to also get a trailer. So if we can get a package,
Also to note that the UTVs are gas powered. The golf carts are rechargeable.
And a golf cart is not,
I think gas power is better. The rechargeable, you have to charge it and go back and forth. I mean, I know that.
well, the golf cart is not suitable for what Gary's talking about in terms of using the vehicle to go and support
Yeah.
productions out of the station. So we buying a golf cart would get us through the parade, but then it would not be something that we could use 50 days out of the year because it's just not suitable for, I mean, they only go 12 miles an hour, and they have very low ground clearance. So it's not suitable for what he's talking about for a production vehicle. The UTV is more, suitable for that sort of.
It's an all-terrain.
Right, so,
I think that
not
when you
enough.
compare a UTV, which is the top of the line, six-seaters, brand new from Car Plus at $21,000,
So also, just to note, one of the reasons why the UTV does not have spaces for putting production equipment. It's basically a car, mini
It's a-
car. It's enclosed, and there's not a lot of space that you can put equipment on it, even if for the six-seater.
and in the golf cart you can?
And also the space in our garage will not fit this because it's very big. This is bigger than a golf cart. So you're looking at
Height.
probably
The height and the,
you're looking at a car, small car, basically. That's how, bigger wheels, smaller car.
Yeah, you see them, I live on Emmett Hill, but there's a Turner Road that goes up, and there's all these people going up there, and I've seen those, a lot of those.
Yeah, so those are bigger, and they're made for really going off-road,
Yeah.
and getting, yourself into these all-terrain area, or where the terrain isn't leveled, but it also does not have ample space for putting satellite, for instance.
UTVs like this, if you don't know what, it's like an off-road. Okay. This is a four-seater.
can we agree that a golf cart is not going to be suitable for the station? Except for the parade.
Well, why were we buying
They can go
it?
to like Menengan, like
Yeah.
when they go to the
Grass areas, they
Chico,
can. They
during
go-
Liberation.
I don't think we'll go up a mountain or hill during our productions. That I'll tell you for sure. But I think golf carts, especially the newer golf carts right now, which have thicker wheels, right? They're not like what you see in the if you research club car, their vehicles are much more suitable for it's more suitable for going into grass and rocks and stuff. So because they have to go on golf
You don't
courses.
have to buy that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that maybe what you should do is purchase this one together with the trailer, because otherwise we'll have to rent it. So can we at least find out how much it will cost us to buy this one that you guys like? The six-seater golf car from
And throw in a trailer.
Graham Ventures, 17,600, together with the trailer as a package. See how much it costs. And then with the understanding that in 60 days, or at the most 90 days, if we don't have a schedule of how many times it will be used, we will just raffle it.
I think I'm regretting bringing this up.
What?
Yes,
You don't want to raffle it?
we complicado.
No,
If you're
it's
gonna
not-
do it island white,
It's not complicated. It's-
just for that,
I just hate to
Just for a
see
golf cart?
on $17,000
Island white raffle?
on our garage. We have to keep it, we have to
how
take
is
care of
that
it.
ticket's gonna go out and,
Again, I'm just going to
That's- yeah,
also
you
go
guys-
back to, go ahead. You guys say that? Oh. I'm going to go back to just this as a purchase. I think of it as a purchase for PBS Productions. We have money to spend down. We can use this to amplify our production work, and also to give our production guys who work so hard an easier way to do not just the liberation, but all the other production work that we're going to be doing outdoors. It also gives us the opportunity to seek more production with looking for projects now.
That we don't know. I mean.
Yeah, we won't know, but then at least we can plan.
And every time we use it, we have to also rent a trailer.
We have to rent a trailer, yeah.
So it's,
So I like your idea of combining.
Yeah.
So here's a question. If we didn't do anything, what would the, how would the station be affected? And we've never had a tool like this.
well, what do people?
If we didn't buy one, and we still wanted to do outreach at the parade, people can walk. You know, I've walked the parade route in the past and handed out, you know, umbrellas and stuff.
Is that, I mean, what did they do last year? As I say, I've hardly ever
We
been here in
didn't do anything
July.
last year. We didn't have a vehicle last year.
No, but I mean, so nobody walked around handing out stuff?
We had people coming up to our tent and we were handing stuff out.
Oh,
But I'm saying, you know, this is not a have to. This is something that would make our parade a little bit easier, get us down the route and back. It's kind of fun to be driving out there, waving the flag for PBS. I admit that. But I'm just saying that, you know, if we didn't buy it, it would not be the end of the world. It would not be the end of the station. The station would still function.
I guess just knowing that we have this money that we have to spend by what, September?
Right, but I don't want us to get into the feeling that we have to spend it just to spend it. We
No,
gotta
no, I
spend
don't
it
either.
properly. We
I don't
gotta
either,
spend it right.
but we do have to spend it if we'll lose it. I mean,
True.
we don't have to buy this.
Right.
I don't know what else we would spend $300,000 on. And when is the deadline to spend that money?
September.
September 30th.
I don't know. It's complicated.
Okay, so,
So by identifying that this is a cost, I think, and then, because the whatever X amount, 300,000, but September date is so close by. I'm not saying we should spend on this, I'm just saying, by closing in on that date, it's gonna make us now
Yeah,
have to
no, I
worry
understand.
about purchasing things that we probably won't even need. So that's why I'm trying to see if this is something that we can do, whether we, you know, do it or not, I'm okay with it.
So you're saying a golf cart has room in it for your gear?
Yes.
Was that,
Yes, it does. The 6-seater golf cart should have very much ample space for passenger and production gear to set up.
and what about the 4-seater?
You would have to risk either just production and not carrying people.
And it can't fit in the garage.
Oh, the UTV cannot fit in the garage.
no, they're talking about the 4-seater,
Oh, that would fit, the 4-seater.
Do we have stuff to give away?
We are working on the procurement.
Pardon me?
We're working on the giveaways right now. That was part of the GM report. We're working on procuring, or not procuring, but working on the giveaways, pens, all these different things.
I think the back part is where how we went, you know, they have that thing in the back
For the golf bags?
so that's where the camera people sat. And then the gear was here, you know, someone here holding the,
So that's a 4-seater.
That's
this is a
six.
6-seater. The 6-seater always is in the back part. This is counted as 2.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you call a
So as you can see,
6-seater.
you can put a satellite on the top. You can put one of the cameras that we have, the
monitor, you
The-
can put it on the second, you know, here's the person that's going to sit. You have the driver in the front, 2-seater in the middle, and then the back that's where the camera people will be.
I always wanted a golf cart. just to drive around my neighborhood.
I mean,
I mean-
we're speaking such a.
I mean, they're not-
Yeah.
I also
Yeah.
think that a golf cart has less appeal than a
UTV.
UTV, an all-terrain vehicle.
That's
If we're looking at a raffle, we have to have something that will appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a
wide.
raffle, I agree. UTV
Yeah.
is the only way to go because I don't think anybody would want to win a golf cart.
Well, I would, but I,
What about the
just to ride around my
the
neighborhood.
UTV
It's
four-seater?
not really practical.
It costs 15,000. Is there room in the garage to store this until we raffle it?
You're looking at a little bit more room, but I don't know. That's the height. I mean, the height.
Try to get into that.
Yeah.
Try to get into that ATV. We had a whole much problems when we got it 2 years ago. I mean,
Of course, Lorraine will not be able to get into that.
no, I didn't want to get into it, but when you go down to the main, the grandstand in the, to bring them over here to us to be on our, stage, they're manumpos.
The
They're,
side is a little bit.
yeah, very, when you get into that thing, it's
But
very.
we're not looking to transport people around. That's a liability, for one thing.
Yeah.
We've been doing that. That's why we need a golf cart.
They needed to bring it to the state.
How'd you do before?
It was always rented.
Oh,
I mean, not rented.
Borrowed.
We always had it donated to us. But for the last
Can we have
3
it
years,
donated or borrow? Can we borrow?
the last 3 years cannot,
how come this
Cannot.
UTV, the four-seater and the six-seater are the same price? They both say 26,000.
Where? Where are you looking at?
3 and 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 and 4, they have the same price.
for Gohan.
What?
That's what they gave.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that if we're going to go with UTVs, we have to go with Car Plus. They are brand new and they're cheaper. If we're going to go with a golf car, then this one is, but the golf car is always used. Yeah, so first of all, we have to decide, do we want a new golf car or we want a UTV?
No, the new one, we're talking about the 17,000, that's a new one.
Yes, but if we're going to raffle, a golf cart doesn't have appeal, whereas a UTV will have a lot of
Oh,
appeal.
I see what you're saying.
So,
So
Table it.
the UTV won't fit in our garage.
so
Oh, that's a good point.
really, this is what I would do if it was me. I don't have right now concrete uses for this. I look at it as a for leave. For me, I only have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 at the most containers a year. Every time I rent it, it's $350. So I have to use it 50 times a year, which I don't. So I wouldn't buy one. Now, with the golf car, it's basically almost the same story. But you say that you want to buy it. I don't think it's cost effective to buy. If it was me, I would rent it. Now, or secure it somehow. But you say that it's impossible to rent it, and we do need one. So we are in a bind, and we just have to decide. Can it be rented? If definitely cannot, then we need to buy one. But I wouldn't, if I could rent one, I wouldn't buy it. That's my position.
I'm listening to management here.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So again, I'll leave it up. Your decision is going to be our final, no matter what. We will agree to your decisions, but just my point is whether it's for a year use or for 5-year use or for 6-year, 7-year use, this is something we're going to use. And I feel that we have great use of this for PBS Guam. And again, I leave it to the board to decide.
Okay, I have a point that we haven't discussed, and that is, we have this pot of money, but we also have the renovation plan that we're looking at. And we got to buy generators, and we got to pay for the electrical. You talked about starting phase 1 of that renovation plan. We can use that money, right, Lorraine, there's no restrictions on that CSG money. We can use it for
Yes.
Oh, we can use it
the
for the
renovations,
electric stuff?
yes.
Oh, well, that's. a
So
whole
I would much
other-
rather put $40,000 towards generators that we actually need than towards something that we might use 20 times a year, maybe. I would like for us to find out today what can be rented. And then we can always do a
Phone call.
phone call, a text, and then everybody can weigh in, and then we can ratify any decision at the next meeting.
I guess if it's rentals.
I
If
didn't
it's
know that was
really
an option to
necessary,
use that
you
money
can
for
call
the
us.
electrical.
All right, one at a time, please.
No, I didn't know
If it's rentals,
that
just
using
you
that
can rent it.
300,000 was an option for the electrical stuff and renovation. I didn't know that. I don't think we knew that.
Yeah, it kind of slipped my mind, but as we're talking about it, it occurs to me that if we're going to spend money, we need to spend it where, yes, we have there's an end date, we have to use that money before, but there are certain things that we're already talking about that are requirements for the station, generators, electrical, all that
yeah.
electrical stuff with the plant. How much work can we get done
Well, the fact that we
on the
now know that
renovation with that
changes
$300,000? That's my question. So I would like us to find out today whether we can rent one. And if we can't, maybe we have to do without. Because at this point, I think the renovation has to take precedence over, I'm sorry, this was my idea.
Okay.
but
No, I'm
I've
sorry, we didn't know that we had
talked-
that money, that we could have used that money for electrical and renovation. I did not know that at the beginning of this meeting, that was an option. That changes
Maybe the
it.
the golf place will rent
Okay,
it.
so can we table it for at least the time being?
Yes.
Figure out what it's
Yes.
going to cost to rent one if we can.
Because it's almost 3 o'clock.
And if we don't, we will have to cut our Liberation broadcast plans a lot because we will no longer have the accessible back and forth to the LED screen and add loop, the man on the street as well.
Well, we can still do man on the street.
Yeah, just within the area.
In the area?
We wanted to, because we have
Drive
that
down.
two locations this year.
Okay,
So
good.
just putting it out there. I'm not trying to defend buying one. I'm just letting you know that in the event this happens, then the Liberation plans that we already have going will have to significantly be cut. Meaning a lot of the plans that Kel has already made is with the effect that if we don't rent. If we rent a 6-seater, if we're able to, then we can still do it. But if we are not, then that literally just
Okay.
gets thrown out the door.
Let's say starting today, at the end of the week, can we have, we know whether we can rent one. If we can rent one, problem
Let's know
solved.
today. Let's find out today.
Yeah, problem solved, if we can rent. If it's impossible to rent or to secure one, then let us know, and then at that time we will discuss. We can always purchase this one and then raffle it.
Our next meeting is going to be probably
No.
the end of the.
No,
They said
I mean,
No.
They're gonna,
We can't wait for the
they
next
can
meeting.
do
Oh.
He just said 24 hours.
Oh, emergency.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
we
they're putting
spent
it out on
already
this
2 hours
meeting.
discussing this item.
Yeah, I know,
So-
this is ridiculous.
So let us find out whether we can rent one.
Okay.
I mean, unsure if we can. If impossible, then come to us before the end of the
We'll
week.
go to the neighbor's house and ask to rent.
No. If
No,
you-
if you want to rent, right, and if somebody's got, we can
Well,
just
according
ask.
to the Adel-
Maybe we'll ask the golf
according
people,
to
you
our
know, if we
Adel-
rent.
our
Because
Adel meeting-
we've been asking donation.
Yeah, out of loop meeting, the last one we had, they all don't have available cards.
Well, they have a certain number that they're
Yeah.
willing to donate,
But-
and they hold some back in
Yes,
reserve.
have you checked the golf courses? Maybe they have golf courses, golf
Well, that's what
carts
I
that
was thinking.
they want to
Yeah.
donate.
That was my.
Let's,
We'll look,
We have a
we'll work
plan.
on it today and
Let's find
give us
out.
something Friday, you know, and.
I think we're
find
beating
out
a dead
if-
horse.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
Excuse me.
keep going over.
Yeah.
Rain.
Yes.
Let's find out if we can
Yeah.
rent, and then we'll
Okay.
proceed from there.
Okay?
Okay?
Okay.
Everybody?
Well, you want to set a time
Because I'm
limit?
getting headache.
All right.
Okay,
One
so
day,
we
2
table
days?
it.
No, when we get it, we'll let you know.
Okay, okay.
We'll work on it, don't worry about
How
that.
many more of these are there?
Except Kenneth.
We have one more
Ready
procurement
2
item.
hours, 1 hour on this.
Shit, I'm starting.
Okay,
Okay,
so
one more.
the next one, which is quick, this is already done.
This is,
It's just for the tents that we needed emergency
Thank you.
for DPHSS. Their event on the 5K that we needed to
I
get
vote for
cleared.
Ricky Sanchez.
Ricky Sanchez is
Whatever he
the
did.
winner of this one, and this is for the canopy sound equipment for the event that happened on May 30.
So this is done already.
We've done it.
We were
Yeah.
just ratifying the expense.
okay, very good. So you recommend that we go with
No.
Ricky
No,
Sanchez?
We did already.
It's already. So
Oh.
you're just rectifying that
We already
you approved it.
by email, by.
Okay, so we just
Oh, that was the
ratify.
thing in the.
Okay,
Right. So we're certifying the Ricky Sanchez
Okay.
purchase.
okay. So what do we do? Bob?
Board approved.
That's it.
So we just need to motion that the board approve the RQ3 123 for Ricky Sanchez in the amount of,
4,575?
what was the amount?
$4,575.
Yes,
That's the total?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I move that we ratify fiscal year 2026 RQ3 123 requisition awarded to Ricky Sanchez on the amount of $4,575 for canopies and sound equipment for DPHS event on May 30, 2026.
Okay.
Second.
Judy will second that.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, guys, about this.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's part of the board's job, so it's not a
Okay.
problem.
So, is there
Next
anything
meeting?
else in the agenda?
Next meeting?
Yeah, that's all we have on.
No
the
executive.
agenda.
We cannot, hopefully we don't do the July 20th, because that's the day before the liberation.
Yeah,
So,
cannot.
And we do the following Monday then?
We could.
Monday,
27 is fine.
Okay, great.
All agree?
Yes. Oh,
July 27th.
Oh, the deadline for this decision?
No.
No.
Our next board meeting.
Next meeting.
Oh, yeah, no, I have that. I have that paper, yeah. I don't have my diary with me, but I'm taking this paper.
27.
okay. Is that okay with everybody?
For liberation.
Oh,
So,
so this is after liberation.
Yes.
so we move our next meeting to July 27,
yes, Monday.
Monday at the same time. Okay. If there is nothing else, can I move that we adjourn?
Everybody good?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Time?
Good. Time
12:57.
is
2:55.
2:57.
2:57 in my
Oh, 2:57.
adjournment and